Hey, we met Scott Jordan last week. He is also known as Pocket Man. He's the CEO and founder of SCOTTeVEST. He's author of the new book Pocket Man. He's got a lot of press. And, of course, you can go to SCOTTeVEST.com and see some of his really cool products. But a couple of weeks ago, we talked about here on this radio program about SkyMall going bankrupt. You know, SkyMall, the SkyMall, the magazine that's in all of the airlines. And now you
good.
travel
I
a lot.
browse. I
love SkyMall.
It's been missing my last couple of flights.
It's not even on there anymore.
No, I can't find one.
Well, Scott is gonna change that. So joining us here today on the program, Scott Jordan, SCOTTeVEST founder, and of course the latest. Is it official, Scott? Can we say that you are the new controlling partner of SkyMall?
No, not by any means.
Okay.
No, but we're in negotiations, and we're one of the bidders in bankruptcy, and we believe we have the winning plan for the successful future of SkyMall.
Well, and I think as that news breaks, I want to stay on top of that. But even more importantly, I'm going to stack all our commercials right here because when we come back, I want you to hear the story, the entrepreneurial story of Scott Jordan, because this is a pretty interesting story, and I know we have a lot of listeners and viewers that want to kind of get into business on their own. I'm not saying that you can copy what he did, but I can tell you this: it's a great example of how to start and with perseverance become successful.
So if you were afraid you would no longer be able to buy little stairs for your dachshund to get up to your bed, we got you covered.
Nailed it. Scott Jordan, SCOTTeVEST founder and potential takeover candidate of SkyMall. It's the Big Biz Show, bigbizshow.com. Scott Jordan, SCOTTeVEST founder, is with us. Scott, you released your newest vest, the featherweight vest. First of all, before we get to that, talk about how you started and how the SCOTTeVEST story, because there's a great link on your website. I spent some time and it says about SCOTTeVEST, the story behind the man behind the pockets. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I was practicing. We have a bit of an echo. Can you hear that?
No, we're doing good.
Good.
All right.
Good.
So, I was practicing law. I'm frustrated carrying all my devices and, traveling from Princeton, New Jersey to Chicago. And I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way than carrying these man purses and fanny packs and everything else. So I came up with this solution of looking at what was otherwise a fishing vest and putting all the pockets on the inside and instead of all the outside. And I built a $50 million pocket empire out of basically adding more pockets to put all your things in and do it in a stylistic fashion. And I also have a patent for the incorporation of wires in clothing, and I pitched that on Shark Tank under technology-enabled clothing. And we've have over 40 different products, men's, women's, pants, shirts, underwear, hats, even when I'm wearing hair. So.
Scott, how did you raise your first money?
That's a great question because I know a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with that. And at first I thought I had to raise it from other people. And I started, pitching my ideas to other people. And I realized that as much time as it took to raise the money to other people and answer all their questions and go out and report everything, I just took a second loan mortgage out of my house. And my starting capital was about $60,000. And the worst thing that could happen in my mind was I could go bankrupt. And if you go bankrupt in this country, you don't go to jail. You get to start over.
And you figured, the risk-reward ratio was there, so you took the chance, and that's good advice. What I love about this, I've got 2 college kids. Rusty has a college girl as well. And the bottom line is, I got my older daughter is senior, and she's already has a job in her industry. But you always worry these days that this American dream's is over. I understand you're taking a college recruitment tour to a whole new level. Talk to us about that and how that relates to your company.
I moved my company to Sun Valley, Idaho, and it's a beautiful resort community where I wanted to retire, actually. And I sort of worked backwards and said, instead of moving there when I'm 60, 70 years old, move there when I'm 40 and make my life here. One of the things I didn't think about is a community of 5,000 people that mostly move here to retire it was really hard to recruit people. So I am going out to California to start and going to all these universities. I've actually been asked to keynote speak at UCLA, and I've got this crazy Polaris slingshot car, all decorated as Pocket Man's vehicle, and I'm going out and recruiting college students to come work for me. So if you're looking for a job, look at our website, SCOTTeVEST, look at the job section, send a resume to jobs@SCOTTeVEST. And we're looking, I think that, what's keeping us from being a $1 billion company is 3 to 5 really smart go-getters that really want to learn everything about business.
It seems like a great idea. I've put my clothes on inside out before, but never,
never on purpose. Never on purpose.
Never intentionally, and you come up with this, and that's great.
Scott, what kind of people are you looking for with respect to your recruitment?
Well, we call them marketing implementers, jack of all trades, someone who can just get stuff done. I've got a million ideas, and I need people to go out and do them and implement them. And they range from planning trade shows, going to trade shows, organizing content on a website, to, executive assistants for me, helping manage my schedule, to web designers and little graphic designers, video editors, but not like someone who's been out practicing graphic design for the last 10 years and that's all they want to do. Someone who is pretty good with words and can design a web page on their own.
Hey, that's me.
No, it's not.
I'm moving right now. I'm coming out. I know Elton John. I'll talk to him about maybe converting Rocket Man, Pocket Man, turning in your vest out there. Well, I don't know, something. I'm an idea man. Stay right there. We'll put you on hold. I want the application. Here we go.
Russ, if you were to get a hold of their website, I got one word for you. And then that bankrupt word he brought up?
I'm an idea person too.
Before we let you out here, I want to bring you back, Scott, because I think the story that he talks about is one of an entrepreneurial story. Because if you think about taking $60,000 of a second mortgage on your house, take some of that cake, and you said, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's about printing the business card second, right? It's about going out there and saying, I got this idea, and it's about good old-fashioned hard work. I mean, there is no magic to it, is there, Scott?
No, it is. You're right about that. There's no one handing me money or handing me ideas, or there's no luck. It's a lot of hard work and following up and perseverance. I talk about it in my book, Pocket Man. There's no silver bullet to it all. And when I started, I thought there might be. I thought a year in, okay, it can't be this hard. And it was that hard.
What's been the biggest challenge? I mean, honestly, now that you're sort of
It's people. It's hiring good people in my small mountain community, like-minded people who want to get ahead and want to learn and want to do the hard work necessary. I mean, I've been doing this 14 years, and I just thought everyone was wired just like me when I started. I'm like, of course they're going to want to work their butt off. Of course they're going to want to make sure when they're planning, event Y, that everything is lined up. And if I pay them what they ask for, then they'll just do it. But it's not the case.
No, you know what Scott's realizing is that you can't duplicate yourself. And he's trying to. Scott, we'll see you next week. I'm going to have you back. Can't wait to have you in California. Send us a copy of the book so we can actually start promoting that on the air. SCOTTeVEST.com is the website.